So we just went through last night on the 2017 NBA draft, and we just want to go over the top few to see some winners and losers according to me. Number one overall, we had Markelle Fultz falling to the 76ers. I think this one was kind of a no-brainer. He fits beautifully with Ben Simmons and I can't believe I almost said Joel Embiid to create their big three there. I think he may actually be a bit overrated. There's something about my gut feeling that feels he's not quite the superstar some people are saying he is. I think he has all tools. I don't know if he has mental makeup. We'll see. Lonzo Ball to the Lakers. I think that was kind of inevitable. I can't say I love it, but at the same point, I think it's a good fit on paper. I think it makes sense in LA with Magic Johnson, him, Brandon Ingram, and if they can bring in some other guys, they're going to make some sense. And then it starts falling apart. Jason Tatum, I really didn't like with the Celtics. I thought they could really have used Josh Jackson, another wing defender. Jason Tatum, great isolation scorer, which I don't see why they really need that. I think it's going to clog up the lane. I mean, maybe I'm just not seeing it, but I just don't see how his body of work and what he's doing are really fitting the system. I would have really traded, and considering, guys like Jimmy Butler got traded on draft day, they couldn't have traded this pick for Jimmy Butler, who would help them way more right now. Number 4, Josh Jackson to the Suns. I think this was a steal. Having Josh Jackson and Devin Booker on the same team is a fantastic foundation, along with Marquise Chris and Dragon Bender. Suns are in a really, really nice position going forward. I think they're still going to suck pretty hard next year, but they're going to be a really up-and-coming team. The Kings I actually thought were the belle of the ball. This team actually did really, really well in terms of the number 5. They got De'Aaron Fox, and then they traded the number 10 pick to Portland for number 15 and 20. And we'll just skip ahead here because I want to point out 15, Justin Jackson. Guy is 6'8", can shoot modern NBA. Sure, I like him. I don't love him. What I really love is Harry Giles. Harry Giles, before he tore both of his knees, was actually considered the number 1 prospect coming into this year. And he is a guy, I think, if he can, come back from injury, can be a massive improvement. So him and De'Aaron Fox can come together to produce 2 stars out of one draft, where the highest they drafted was number 5. The Magic, Jonathan Isaac, I love this player. I think him and Aaron Gordon are going to make a really nice dynamic front court. I think they're both kind of positionless players. He has a bit more of the offensive talent, but he can also play defense. So both these guys are going to be able to shot block and steal, something which is very important next to Vucevic if they're going to keep him at center to protect him. 7 here, Lauri Markkanen. This was picked because of the Jimmy Butler trade. For those who didn't follow, Jimmy Butler was traded to Minnesota for Zach LaVine, Chris Dunn, and the number 7 pick. And Minnesota got back the number 16 pick and all-star Jimmy Butler. Lauri Markkanen, been up and down on him, but basically people are calling him Channing Frye. So this is maybe one of the worst trades ever. I like Zach LaVine, but there's a lot that has to come back for Chicago to make this a good trade. The Knicks get Frank, the point guard from France. I don't know if many people in New York actually knew who this kid was. I'm sure they wanted some of these other guys, but I think it's a fantastic fit. 6'5", long wingspan, can defend, and I think will turn into a really, really nice player. Still really young. He's played in some good leagues, and I think him and Kristaps are a nice future. Dennis Smith Jr. to the Dallas Mavs. This makes a ton of sense. He's a flashy guy. I'm not as high on him as some people are, but I think this was kind of his floor to fall. They need a point guard. So he's going to get a ton of play right away and not too much pressure. So this is one of those ideal situations. Good coach, good culture. He could thrive in this. And number 10, because of that aforementioned trade, I said with Sacramento, Zach Collins coming in. It's not the best picture of him, I guess, but he can shot block, he can score. I think it's an okay trade. I mean, I would have loved someone a little bit like, had they taken Giles, I actually would have liked a lot more next to Nurkic. But it's a decent trade, and just one of the guys that fell right here, Malik Monk to the Hornets. A steal at 11, and I think it's going to make them really good. So adding them and Dwight Howard, I actually think the Hornets are going to be a sneaky team in the East. I mean, I don't think anyone's really getting past the Cavs, but a sneaky team. And for all those Raptor lovers out there, scroll all the way down to OG Anunoby. I really like this guy. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan, really strong. Is a developing shooter, but a really good defensive player. Can step in right away. Just shy under 20 years old. I think it's exactly what the doctor ordered, and he's going to be a really fun player for them. Anyways, I want to know what you guys thought of the draft. Who were your favorite players, picks, winners, losers, all the rest? My name's Phil. Press Basketball.